What's up, y'all? It's Dan. I've been sick with COVID, so haven't been streaming, just kind of making a little bit of content here and there. But ever since I released my initial video accusing LordSendo of black marketing and other shady shit, essentially, I've had a lot of people come forward with more evidence and generally just asking for the full story. So I'm going to try to provide that for everyone here. In my initial video, I presented these 5 screenshots. Okay. This is how I was first exposed to everything that has happened outside of the rumors I'd heard about him. Hey, I'm one of Sendo's friends. He didn't dupe, but he did affiliate with black marketers, exploiters, which is Do Small, probably a name you've heard. And he definitely does abuse the mod shop. When it comes to the mod shop, it's up to you guys. You have to make your own personal decision on whether you think that's fair or not. Personally, I don't like it. I mean, they make the argument that the mod shop is what keeps them motivated to do their job. Go in the Deep Woken Discord right now. Half those motherfuckers have their fucking bio, DMs closed, overwhelmed, not doing tickets, and it's like that nonstop. Other moderators for games, typically they're paid in Robux that the game generates, or they aren't paid at all. Again, make your own decision about what you think. These 2 screenshots here, the original leaker presented just to show that he was using the mod shop. Now, the meat of it starts from here on out. So this is a screenshot here where Sendo says that Do Small's bank got banned and that he has to get in chance other ways. Because there was a No Life King Cruellian that Do Small was going to give Sendo to make a build. And then this screenshot here essentially is just like proof, without a doubt, that Sendo had played with Do Small in the past. Alright, he said, oh, I played with him 3 times, he didn't exploit. This is just confirmation that he did play with this person. He does know who he is. Now, I encourage all of you to go to my video that I posted and read the comments. Because not Do Small, LordSendo replied, and it was a massive comment chain. And when I went to the comments to sort of collect screenshots for this video, I realized that he deleted a few comments that he must have realized destroyed his whole alibi, if you will. So the first screenshot here comes from Do Small. So, not Do Small, what am I saying? Guys, I have a fever. This is LordSendo messaging a mutual of mine after my video dropped. So maybe an hour after my video dropped, he commented. LordSendo messages this guy, and then this guy messages me. He's like, well, what do you think? Because he's like, oh, did you fucking lie, dude? Like, what's the true story? So we're both kind of like indirectly communicating through this middleman. So LordSendo's first response was responded. Just a clown taking things out of context. When I talked to Do Small, he was not a BMer. The guy in the video purposefully omitted timestamps to make it seem like I knew, when that was a month into the future. Now this here, these words of his are very, very important. Now he alleges that in this screenshot here, and if you read the other comments, what he's essentially saying is a month before my video came out is when he realized that Do Small was a black marketer when he was initially banned, right? And he says, well, I cut off ties. I didn't talk to him for a month. Pretty much the whole month of February, I never talked to this guy. He also keeps saying in this here and in the own reply in my comments that they're taken out of context. I took it out of context. I'm trying to frame him, right? Well, a few days after my video, the initial leaker comes to me, and it turns out that all that context Sendo's talking about, he went and deleted it. This guy, who so adamantly claimed that all of these screenshots and all this evidence is out of context, went and purged months of messages. That seems a little peculiar, huh? He deleted all the way up until the day of the first screenshot. It's a bit odd, wouldn't you think? As many in the comments said, as I said, if they're out of context, give us all the context. Prove your innocence. If they truly are taken out of conversations at poor times, right? If these messages are clipped in such a way where what it's saying isn't true, right? If you truly are innocent, give us the context. Make a response, make a video. Give us the context. Show us the proof. It seems what my leaker is telling me is that he instead deleted these messages and he has not made a response. It seems that he would rather ignore my video than he would say anything about it at all. Moving on, he does say, again, that he had not talked to Do Small in over a month. Essentially, the whole month of February, he knew he was a black marketer and cut all ties with him. No way. His argument is, no way I could be exploited. No way I could be involved in black marketing. I cut this guy off in January when he first got exposed. And I pulled a comment of his, which doesn't quite add up there. He says, I never received a single enchant from Do Small. I planned on accepting his Carillion, but his bank alt was banned, so I had to find another way to get an enchant. That I did through the mod shop. Nothing wrong here. For me, that message is a normal inflection of how I talk to people. I was not suspicious of Do Small exploiting or black marketing because of the fact that he owned a trading server with 30,000 players. At any point, he could control the supply and demand of the market. You see hundreds of random people running around with enchanted endgame weapons. Was it a stretch for me to assume that the owner of the largest trading server would have obtained them legitimately? Yes, because you established that you knew in late January that he was a black marketer. Now, at the end of January, when Do Small was initially banned, he posted a document which essentially, quote unquote, proved his innocence. And he was unbanned, just to be rebanned not many weeks after. I find it incredibly hard to believe that LordSendo and other mods around him simply just thought nothing of it. You wouldn't think to investigate someone with a track record of black marketing who is running the biggest trade server? You wouldn't think to take a peek, maybe? Maybe just, investigate a little bit, ask some questions. I don't know. Something's not quite adding up here. I again encourage all of you to go and read these comments. Multiple times, LordSendo is almost completely insensible. Not much of what he's saying is making sense. He's actively dodging questions from myself and other commenters. He rails away at the point that I didn't know Do Small was exploiting at the time. I didn't know he was a black marketer, and then I cut off contact. He does not respond to any other questions, which he knows are most likely true. And then, of course, the person who linked these didn't provide any context. Well, as we see, you deleted all the context. Or so I've been told. So, it's kind of tough. Kind of tough, buddy. This final screenshot here essentially is the most concise timeline of events that Sendo has provided. This is just more or less his story here of how he sees it, what he said actually happened, etc. So this is what I would say is his official statement. Now, we've already established that it would seem he deleted all of the context. And it seems that he knew Do Small was still black marketing before he tried to step in. Maybe he was protecting himself, or maybe he was protecting a friend that got caught up in black marketing and wouldn't get out unscathed if the mod staff brought down the ban hammer on everyone. Now, I have no proof of that. That statement I just made is my assumption, right? That Sendo knew that whole month that Do Small was still exploiting and black marketing. But he said nothing because he had played with him earlier. His friends had played with him. I have an inkling that he did not want to get his friends in trouble by essentially being the whistleblower. We've established that there's something shady going on with that timeline, that something doesn't quite make sense. And then a few days ago, I received this screenshot. So this is LordSendo's own POV here. You can see at the bottom, that's him. He's talking in the Deep Woken mod chat. You can see this blue server icon here, RP. Roblox Place is a black marketing Discord server. Sendo, what are you doing in a black market server if you've never black marketed in your life? What are you doing in there? This server is essentially used for quote-unquote known people in the community to more or less launder money through items. What are you doing in there, man? Seems a little strange if you've never black marketed. Why are you there? If you've never once been involved with black marketers, what are you doing?